Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, giving up honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings, but pushing his truth and sincerity and Kwam Yasharala. All right, to brother Napash Kodash. All right, here with a little work break video, right? But the whole moral of this video is patience, long suffering, and that hope. All right, because a real big thing for us, believers, is that we know it's coming, but we don't know when it's coming. We got the signs of the times and all that, but we don't really know like an exact day, an exact hour, So it ain't really like you can prepare like next week I know X, Y, and Z gonna happen, because you really don't. To truth be told, we just hope that it, we hoping, right? And that can be vexing a little bit, because it's like, for an example, it's like knowing somebody about to throw you a surprise party, but you don't know when the surprise party is. So now you constantly like looking around the corner, like I know my party right around the corner right here. You go get there, no, it's not today. You go to work, they about to throw you my little surprise party here. Nobody threw it. So it's like you kind of anxious for that day, right? But I'm gonna start off with this. This is Hebrews. I'm gonna read it in KJV and NLT. This is Hebrews 12:11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. And reading it in the NLT, because it's gonna use more simpler words. It says, no discipline, which is the chastening of the other verse. No discipline is enjoyable while it is happening. Of course, you get caught stealing, your parents give you a whooping. In the heat of the moment, nobody's like, man, I'm happy I'm getting this whooping right now. But you'll be happy when all your friends is doing 10 years in jail because they turn out to be bank robbers and you got the lesson early on and you never progress. Something like that. You'll be thankful in the long run. Like, man, I'm happy my people straightened me out from that. So it's the same thing with the Lord. You look back at yourself in the past and you go like, damn, niggas is out here, they're getting killed for committing adultery every day. And you look back and be like, damn, I was an adulterous person at one point in time. I'm happy the Lord straightened me out. Right? It say it's painful. And it is painful. Getting disciplined, discipline goes into long suffering. Patience. I think patience goes into long suffering, Salakia. But discipline goes into patience. All those things go hand in hand, because when you disciplined, the thing is, you're not so much feeding your flesh. Right? That's one thing about having self-discipline. All right, you fighting the urge or whatever you want. The thing about getting a disciplinary action is you're not doing it to yourself. Somebody else is doing it to you. Example, the Lord. So it creep up on you, like you. A lot of times when as a kid you got a whooping, you ain't know you was about to get a whooping. Or you ain't know you was about to go home and get in trouble. You just walked in the house, it's all quiet, TV off. You didn't know what you was walking yourself into, and that's when it's probably the worst, because it's unexpected. A hit that you prepare for, a hit that you're not prepared for, it hurt a lot more. So just to make the point, the discipline and the rebuke and the chastening and the disciplinary actions, they not happy to go through in the moment. It say, but afterward there will be a peaceable harvest of the right living for those who are trained in this way. Scriptures talk about training up the ways of the child so that he may go. I'm gonna grab it in a second, but it's for your benefit, basically. All this chastisement, discipline, this is for our benefit. You really ain't gotta ask, Lord, why me, or why I gotta go through this. Well, we know why, to get to the kingdom of heaven. We know we committed sins worthy of death in the past daily. So we know what's up. Basically, you can act like you don't, but we know what's up. The real goal is to get through it. How many people gonna get a disciplinary action and correct? A lot of people bulk up, but they never get that reward. The whole point is you can't get the reward unless you take the disciplinary action the right way. All right, you get rebuked and now you bulking up. Well, the Lord's not gonna be dealing with that. You get rebuked and now you gotta humble down. You get the reward. The Lord gonna give you more faith. The Lord gonna, it's always a reward with the Lord. The Lord is not just gonna have you out here dangling, right? It literally say, but afterward, there will be a peaceable harvest, right living for those who are trained in this way. This whole verse is really using, like, I guess you could say farming as an example. For an example, when you first get the seeds don't grow for months, into something that you can eat. You can eat the seeds, but it won't really be as beneficial. So you got to discipline yourself. Take the seeds, plant them, till the ground. You gotta break through. You gotta get your bulls to plow the ground. You gotta continually water it. Make sure it's moist. Make sure and you gotta think in the intro they had buckets and stuff like that. They didn't really have water hoses. They might have, but not the average farmer though. I'll say that. So it was very tedious and very time consuming, right? Then they say, but afterward there will be a peaceable harvest of the right living for those who train in this way. So using that example of the farming, after you farm, your job is pretty much done once the fruit sprout. Other than collecting new seeds, you just eating it. You sowing a reward. You sowing what you reap. Literally sowing what you reap is a farming thing, right? And that's all I wanted from that verse. We go through things and you just gotta get through them to go through them. All right. This is Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at an appointed time, a certain time, this will happen. Not when you feel like it, not when so-and-so said, but at a appointed time that only the heavenly Lord know. But at the end, it shall speak. The prophecy is not literally going to speak. The prophecy is not a person. It means that it's going to happen. That's all it says. It's going to happen and not lie, meaning the prophecy going to happen. It's going to be exactly how I say it's going to happen. The way America meant to get destroyed, it's going to get destroyed. The way the missiles meant to shoot off, they're going to shoot off. Ain't going to be there was actually 199.99 warheads. No, it's going to be 200 million. Ain't going to be no mishap or none of that. It say, though it tarry, meaning though it wait and though it linger on, wait for it. Have patience, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Eventually, it's going to come. It feel like it's tarrying now because we living it out. It's just like when you working out, you don't necessarily see the results instantly, but you look up and you be like, damn, I gotta see the same thing with what we doing now. As we prophesy, you don't necessarily see the growth day by day, but you look back at yourself 3-6 months ago and you like, oh, okay, I see it. Same thing with America getting destroyed. As we look back 3-6 months ago, life has turned up. And when you look back a year ago, life has turned up. Look back 2 years ago, life has turned up. To the average person, the average people, they feeling the effects now, but they may not see it to how we see it. But we see the weak saying that they are strong. We see these earthquakes in diverse places. We see pestilences. We see because of the iniquity is abound because of the lack of love. We see these things coming to pass stronger and stronger. We see Magog from Gog, turning up, right? We see the beast starting to hate the whore as they flip sides to this brick, So we have our our sights, our motivational boost. We see that that this will not tarry, that this will not lie. All right. 2 Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Hey, a lot of people don't understand, and I'm speaking about, these Israelites on this one. Salakia. A lot of Israelites don't understand. The Lord not on our time. We on his time. All right. If anything, niggas should be happy for this grace period to get right. All right. Oh, Lord, please come back and get us. Lord, please come back and get us. Hell yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that. Lord, please come back and get us. But you got people that get weak in the faith because, the Lord ain't coming back. Why? Because he ain't come back on your time? He not on your time. We on his time. All right, so we got to do our job. The whole duty of man is to serve the Lord and fear him. All right, that's our whole duty. What was our duty? To go out here and prophesy, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. Wait on Yahweh Shai. Wait for the son of the Lord to come back. Right, these are our jobs to do. Not get a calendar and say 30 days from now, I'm going to make sure America get the... No, that's not our job. All right. It say, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward. You know, that happened a lot of times in the scripture. Look at, what was it, Jonah, who built the raft? I think it was Jonah. I mean, Noah, Salakia. Noah, who built the boat. And, you know, it took him a while to build that boat, actually. He built that by himself, basically. All right. And a lot of people laughed at him. Building this big ass boat in the middle of the, you know, in the middle of nowhere, man. Ain't no water around here for that boat. But here, you know, they probably was mocking him. You know, like, man, this man crazy, this man drunk. Could you imagine if somebody in your neighborhood just started building a field-sized boat? You looking at him like, man, he got it on my property and shit, man. Like, what's going on with this dude? But yet, when the Lord kept his promise, Jonah he didn't look foolish then, though. All right. Remember, Nineveh was supposed to get destroyed. That's why I was kept getting their names mixed up. You know, the prophet, he wanted Nineveh to get destroyed. And it ended up happening, but not when he wanted it to happen. That's why he was so vexed. Lord, why you don't destroy Nineveh? You had me come prophesy the destruction of this place. Guess what? The people in Nineveh repented. But later on, you know, the Lord did end up destroying that city. So the Lord always kept his promises, though. He never forsook, you know, he never went back on his word. That's one thing we can't count on. If I can't count on nobody else, I can count on Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. All right. Acts 14-22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so, hey, you not getting into the kingdom for free. I don't know why y'all niggas think y'all about to just die, get y'all some angel wings, get you a little halo. You know, they got the setup for you to walk into the kingdom of heaven or something. Like, yeah, here's your box, your halo, your angel, your wings in there. We got your white robe. It don't work like that. You got to go through. It's a Juice WRLD song I be listening to, and he said you got to go through hell to get to heaven. All right, because it's a misconception that you live out here, you die, you either go to heaven or hell. No, you live through hell here to get to heaven. You know, that map in your mind of how the afterlife work, that's incorrect. We go through hell to get to heaven. All right. It say through much tribulation, not a little, not here and there. It say much tribulation. It's a lot you got to go through to get to the kingdom of heaven, because it's not free. You have to earn this. You got to earn your right like anything else in life. Nigga, if you can't go to the grocery store and walk out there with a free loaf of bread, what makes you think you about to get into the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of heaven is worth way more than a fucking loaf of bread. And I don't mind putting some work in for what I want. That's the mindset anyways. Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Hey, because you're going to have things that try to throw you off. Like, for example, a temptation would be this long suffering. You like, man, I've been waiting on the Lord for 10 years, man. I tell you, me personally, I was told wasn't going to be no 2020. If I brought up 2020, I would have got rebuked back in the day. And I say that for real because that was a real thing. You brought up 2020 back in the day, you'll get your ass rebuked quick. Like, Lord, the Lord ain't going to have us here that long. What you talking about? Here we are. So, hey, that's temptation. Some people fell off of things like that. You know, I remember not from word of mouth, but I heard from a brother that the elder said this. So it might be loosely worded, not, you know, it's heard from another person. But I remember, like, I think some prophecy was supposed to happen in the year 2000. If I'm not mistaken, it probably was referring to like second Ezra, them 12 parts, right? And a lot of people fell off in the year 2000. It was a big prophecy was supposed to happen or something big. Ain't nothing really happened, you know, that I know of. But a lot of people fell off because I guess they thought they was gonna get beamed up that year. Hey, for me, I say call lawyer. The fakes got exposed. I was born 2002, so shit. Hey, I got the chance to come back and get right this time, so I ain't upset about that. I would like to get out of here sooner than later, but you know. But the whole thing is temptation. People get tempted. Like I said, one of the biggest things is how long do we got to go through this? Hey, in my head, I ain't counting the days no more. I'm looking for the signs, and I'm clapping my hands as I'm watching this place fall. You know, when you watching a movie You don't critique every little thing that's wrong with the movie. You watch it and you enjoy it. All right. And you kick your feet. You paid for this. We paid for this movie. Kick your feet up, eat the popcorn, and watch this bitch fall. All right. I'm not about to sit up here and complain. Lord, you said we was gonna come get us in the year 2000. Lord, hey man, we on the Lord's time. All right. I catch enough hell. Why would I put some more hell on myself? This Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Hey, just fucking endure. All right? All you got to do is endure to the end. You got niggas falling off because I told myself I was only going to do this for 3 years to see if the Lord was going to keep his promise. Nigga, the Lord said you give your life to this truth. It don't matter if you was born in 1970, you was born in 1980, 1990, the year 2000, wherever the Lord had you start, nigga, that's where you start, and you gonna finish when he tell you to finish. That's the problem with Jake. They think the Lord on their time, nigga. We're on the Lord's time. So if the Lord woke you up in the year 1980, then oh fucking well, you had to put in 20 extra years. That's your lot, and that's what you got to deal with. Supposed to be fucking happy you got to put that much work in anyways. You know? And if the Lord woke you up later on and you only got to put 3-4 years in, oh fucking well, you better make them 3-4 years work. You better put some real work in then. Ooh, I mean, like, I don't understand, Jake. Like, what's the problem? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Jake complain about, I've been in the truth so long, the Lord still ain't came back. Well, I only been in this truth so many years. I don't, man. Jake just be looking for some shit to complain about. Just fucking endure to the end. Do your job. Fall in line. Do what the Lord told you to do. Read your scriptures. Hit the line. Keep the laws to the best of your ability. You know? The Lord ain't asking for too much. Galatians 6:9. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. Hey, the Lord gonna reward us heavily. He gonna pay us back for everything we do, if we faint not. So you fucking fall offs, y'all don't get the reward of an elect member. You know, people who fell off and they don't look, man. If you go to work for 3 years and you decide, well, I don't want to work no more, the bills still got to get paid. All right. And we all got a fucking debt that we can't even pay back. So how you gonna stop going to work? You a sinner every day, and I'm talking about work of the Lord for real. All right, we sin every day. We owe our life to the Lord. He fucking created us. Without him, there's no us. You know, a nigga die for his friend because he died for him. Or I said that wrong. A nigga put his life on the line for his friend because he died for him. He go all out. The Lord created you. You wouldn't have a life to give if it wasn't for the Lord. Devote your life to the Lord. So you could get at the end of it. And the thing is, you're getting a reward for this. Why be weary? If you say you love the truth like you say you do, on top of the reward, I can't explain why they think this way. You know, it's not like the Lord said, y'all gonna do all this forever. We're not gonna be on the line forever. We know that. So what if I gotta put some mandatory overtime in? Hey, the work gonna get done. All right. Hey, I hope that was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakal Kadash. Give it double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Peace and blessed be pushing this truth and sincerity. Kwam Yashar.